The future belongs to you. Hi, I'm Elaine Rose Ramiro. I belong to the Department of Nursing, one of the faculty members of the Department of Nursing. I am 61 years old. I've been in the teaching profession since 1995 and a part of Northwestern University since 2011. But I went to Cambodia and New Zealand before I came back in 2023 to be a part of the nursing department when the department started to grow in population again.
So first question, what do you think the world will look like in 2050?
What do you mean? Like, will it get better from where we are now, or will it get worse?
In your opinion,
with the things that's going on right now, I look at the United States as the parang leader or the trailblazer in everything that's going on in the world. So with the wokeism and the trend in transgenderism and all those are those goings on. Parang if you look at it in that direction, the future is bleak for me. But if we return to God, the future I look at the future as positive. So, when I consider your question, if you're asking if I am optimistic or pessimistic, ang tingin ko dyan is neither. Kasi I look at it more on I am hopeful. I am hopeful in the sense that if we do something about what's going on right now, start with ourselves, then and we contribute to the positive side, and the future will be a better place.
So do you think that people will be happy with how the world will get?
So like I said, it depends on our direction now. So, what is happy? What is being happy? So it depends also on your definition of what is happy. Of course, the human race has always been looking at we have that pursuit of happiness. Gusto natin yung parang pinaka-ultimate goal natin is to be happy. So meaning it's pleasing ourselves. But for me, our purpose in life is not just to seek happiness for ourselves. Happiness for me is, you remember when I was teaching you that yung JOY, not focusing on yourself, but focusing on others. So J stands for to be happy, JOY is joy. To get that joy, para sa akin, Jesus first, others second, and you last. So yung pagiging happy is not yung magiging selfish. And when we look at the world right now, parang nagiging selfish. So parang hindi natin makukuha yung happiness na direction kung ganun ang outlook ng mga tao.
So if you were given the chance to decide what the world would be in 2050, what would you want it to look like, or what condition would you want it to be?
So ang tingin ko, so you have always known me na biblical person. I'm a student of the Bible. Sabi ko sa'yo, I am a child of God first before I am anything else. Like before I am a teacher, or I am a mother, or a wife, I am a child of God first. So just like, I don't know if you've heard Charlie Kirk. Have you heard Charlie Kirk? Have you heard about him? Narinig niyo? Ikaw, tumawag ka rin.
Assassinated.
Oh, he was assassinated. Charlie Kirk is the most influential, not just one of the most influential. He is the most influential person for the younger generation. Kasi he reached the young generation in the US to influence the result of the election. So talagang influential Kasi yung movement niya, he founded the Turning Point USA movement na ang reach nun is tens of thousands. And during his death, when he was assassinated last Thursday sa atin, Wednesday sa US, ang nag-multiply, exponential pa actually yung pag-increase ng membership ng movement nila. But anyway, siya kasi, ang influence niya, sabi mo sa akin, if I were given a chance na, kasi si Charlie Kirk, he did something. He reached the future the next generation, I mean, because they are the future. You are the future. Kung kayo, if you will do something about it, you make a turnaround, magiging, sa inyo kasi, the future belongs to you. Kami, paalis na kami eh. Actually, ang tawag na nila sa, senior citizen, we are already in the pre-departure area. Kayo, mag-check-in pa lang. So, you will be the future. So, para maging maayos yung future, ang aayusin is your life kayo. Anyway, if I am given the chance, just like Charlie Kirk, I will influence the future generation like you to return to God. Paano? Balik tayo sa basics. Balik tayo sa family. Because what composes a society? Whole family. You know, this is being attacked by the devil because this is a spiritual warfare. This is a spiritual fight. We are being attacked. How? Di ba family ang basic unit ng society? And if this is broken, sira ang society, sira ang community. Paano na-attack? Abortion. Pag yung basic respect to human life, yung family, yung mga movement ng transgenderism. Kasi pag same-sex, if you do not use yung artificial means like IVF and all those stuff, hindi magkakaanak, hindi. Ang nagpo-compose ng magkakaanak, yung procreate, yung procreation, husband and wife. Kasi hindi pwedeng same-sex. So yun, it is being attacked in that manner. Divorce, so the family. Sorry, ang dami kong mga sinasabi, pero biblical kasi ako, and going back to the basics dapat, yung basic family, mother and father, or husband, wife, and children, yung unit na yan dapat mabuo. Para yung future, may future kayo pag hindi na-attack yung family. So I can do something about that. And this can only be attained when yung isang family babalik kay God, because He is the one that designed life. Ang design niya yung buo ang family. Because how can you go forth and multiply? Mawawala ang human race pag same-sex na lahat, pag hindi mabuo ang family. So doon, balik sa basics. And that's what I will be teaching. If I am given the chance, that's what I will teach the younger generation. Sorry, parang paikot-ikot yan.
The second required question, what are you most excited or worried about?
I am excited when I see a young person, when I share the gospel, and they gladly receive, and they say, I want to change and I want to follow Christ. I get excited about it because I see that the future is bright. And I am worried if I see, like, balik ako kay Charlie Kirk, no? I get worried if people cheer and are happy and celebrate when they celebrate the assassination of a human being, because whether you agree or disagree with somebody, the solution is not to kill that person, because that's taking human life. And you get desperate, or you despair because you would see na walang pag-asa ang mundo if people are like that. But I get excited when people return to the Lord. Just like what's going on in the US right now, that makes me excited.
So last question, what advice would you give the youth today about creating a better future?
Yun pa rin, going back to God. So, yung foundation ninyo, balik sa basics. Go back to God. From there, you build. And you do not depend only on yourself. You trust on the principles of the Bible. Yun talaga ang para sa akin. I don't know if this is being conservative, but I don't think so. Kasi, if you see the lives of people, even young people now who honor the Lord, because if you honor the Lord, it will follow that you will honor your parents. If you are a God-fearing, God-honoring person, young person like you will realize that you need to obey your father and mother. Because from the Bible, that is the only command with promise. That is the only commandment with the promise. What is the promise? Long life? Yun. Long life. Anyway,